visual thinking is for everyone. Now, I know there may be a lot of people who say, well, Dan, that sounds great, but I can't draw, so how could I be visual? This isn't about drawing. This isn't about being artistic. Visual thinking seems literally just taking advantage of this amazing visual system that we have, understanding it in the same way that we begin to understand spoken language. For spoken language, we have all of these tools and rules and grammar and syntax and vocabulary. All I'm trying to do is apply some of those to what we do with vision. Since we're all extraordinarily visual to begin with, in fact, well over half of our brain in one way or another is associated with processing vision. Every one of us is by definition a really powerful visual thinker. There is no downside to including pictures. Everybody has the capacity to add visuals to their communication. And all you need to do is start and practice. And it won't take long before you say, wow, this is really good. I'm able to see what before I was only talking about. Anyone can learn to think visually. We are profoundly visual creatures. Just by definition of being human, more of our brain is processing vision than any other thing that we do. In order to become better at it, I think there's two things we have to do. The first one is we have to stop worrying about not being able to be artistic. Don't even sweat that. The second thing we need to do is practice. And I guess there's a third thing, isn't there? Because if we're going to practice, we need to have some tools to practice. So what I recommend is breaking our idea down into its simple elements. What are the things we're really talking about here? And then trying to figure out on a way, how would we sketch those out? What are the 3 or 4 most critical pieces of information we want to communicate? And then practice those. In what order would I draw them? In what order would I take my client through them? And do exactly the same thing that we would do with words. We practice, we have the tools, and then we practice. And anybody can become extremely visual.